Oh, it's so strange that this game against the Mariners, game 152 of the season, was just like the last two games, where the A's offense was pretty terrible. Their only runs really come off solo shots nowadays, and they allow too many runs in the middle innings. The A's now have lost 3 games in a row, all to the Mariners, and they're actually ahead of us now. So that's frustrating. Wild card is seemingly impossible now, and kind of accepting that, it's hard to take that in considering how special this team seemed at the beginning of the year, the talent, and now it's different. It's sad. Honestly, it's embarrassing too because people aren't showing up to the games, and I honestly don't blame people. The ownership is treating fans badly. It's always how it's been with the A's, but you know, it's depressing seeing an empty stadium where the A's just aren't good and they're losing games every given night to the Mariners. So 4-1 was the final. Very similar scores to the past couple games. It was 5-2 last game and 4-2 the game before that. So very similar margin in terms of the Mariners winning. So yeah. For the A's, they had Cole Irvin on the mound. Didn't do super well. 5 innings, 7 hits allowed, 3 runs earned, and yeah, I mean the only A's run came off a solo homer, just like all the other runs we've been getting in other games. So yeah. Anyways, Kyle Seager got his 35th homer in the top of the 4th. He's just been tearing things up this entire series. That was in the top of the 4th inning. 1-0 Seattle Mariners. 2-0 after the catcher Tom Murphy got an RBI in the top of the 4th inning. Like I said, 2-0 Mariners, and so yeah, he got a pretty nice hit into left center. It was A's single that he actually was able to just stay at first, anyways. But yeah, just a single. It looked like he could have gone to second, but anyways, Ty France got a solo homer in the 5th inning to left field. So Cole Irvin pretty much struggling a lot against the Seattle team. Only A's run came in the bottom of the 5th, which was a Matt Chapman homer to straightaway center. Good for him, I guess. Got to celebrate the little victories, right? If we can't win games. Luis Torrens got a sacrifice in the top of the 7th. Sacrifice fly to deep center, scoring in a run, so it was 4-1. And then, the A's just couldn't score anymore, and that was it. So it was 4-1 final. Pretty depressing. We just can't win against good teams. I didn't even think the Mariners were a good team this year, but and I still think, they have the same record as us. So Mariners aren't much better than us, but they are able to beat us. And, we definitely have more talent than them, but they're able to beat us because it's a psychological thing where the A's just aren't playing good. And yeah, I don't even know. I mean, we're not getting hits. We're allowing too many hits on the other end. It's just pure bad. That's the way it is. And it doesn't help that the stadium is empty, like I said. Ownership doesn't really care about the fans, and Cavill is arrogant as ever. With his Twitter, with his visiting Vegas, we all know what's going on with that. But yeah, 4-1. We have 10 games left, and I think it's just about the end of this ride with the A's. I don't think we're going to see October. I think we are just going to be out when it is game 162. But what a season it's been, and we'll see what happens in these next 10 games. I mean, we're not mathematically out, right? But it's really hard when you're facing 3 teams that have a much larger budget ahead of you, right? You have the Red Sox, Yankees, and Blue Jays all in the East, and they all have a much bigger budget for players, and the A's don't. So yeah, anyways, there's my little talk on that. But in terms of the game, it was 4-1. Mariners win, and yeah, they've beaten us 3 times in a row, so they're going for the sweep next game. It's a 4-game series. So let me know your guys' thoughts, and see you guys later. Go A's.